So the next question is hating yourself. This is a deep question, so it might take me a little longer to discuss this. And I hate everything about me. The way I look, my height, my voice, my nationality, my stupidity. And no matter how hard I work or read, nothing changes. I don't even have a hobby or something I'm good at to keep my mind off of everything. So what I want to tell everybody who has ever dealt with self-hate, I want you to take a deep breath and understand that a lot of people are going through this. A lot of people are fighting their so-called demons when it comes to self-hate. And what I want you to do is I want you to stop telling yourself that you are nothing. What I want you to do is I want you to flip your mentality and stop telling yourself that you are nothing. Because how many times do I have to tell people that you have the potential, you have the ability to be anything that you want? What you've let take over your soul is negativity, hatred, self-doubt, low self-esteem, low confidence. You've let all of those take over your soul. So now you're a walking vessel of negativity, of self-doubt. You hate yourself. You hate the way you look. When you were a child, you didn't do that. When we're first born, no child is born with self-hate. What happened? You let life, you let situations, you let circumstances slowly let negativity and slowly let negative things into your life, low self-esteem, low self-doubt, all of these things into your life. And now you've let them take over your soul. So what I want you to do is I want you to realize that at a certain point, you didn't have anything like this in your life. You were happy at a certain point in life. You have to understand what made that tick, what made you hate yourself. Because it wasn't you. You just started telling yourself that you hate yourself, but you've let the world and people and situations shape your mentality to that you hate yourself. And I want to break that mentality and tell yourself that you're stronger than that. You are more powerful than you think. Stop allowing these demons, if you want to call them, to take control of your life and let you walk around like you're nothing, because you're not. You're strong, you're confident. You just have to unlock those traits, and you got to be able to push those negative things aside and tell yourself that you're stronger than that. Because what you're doing, you're letting negativity laugh at you. You've dug yourself into a hole, and negativity has helped you. And once you want to get out of that hole, they're laughing at you and they're going to walk away because they're not your friend. They're only doing this to hurt you. Negativity is only hurting you in the long run. Your self-doubt is only hurting you in the long run. You're in a hole, and I understand this. I understand that. You want to get out of that hole, you have to be able to tell negativity that they can no longer dwell inside of you. You're stronger than that. You have to condition yourself to tell yourself every single day that you're good enough, that you're better than this, that you're stronger than that. Until you get to that point, you're going to keep letting them win. You don't want to let negativity win anymore. I want everybody to say it in their mind. You are done letting the negativity win. You have to, again, just like the last question I answered, you have to learn to unplug yourself from this world, from social media, even if, not necessarily from your family, but you have to unplug yourself, especially from social media. Well, I'm telling you what this phone is going to do. The phone is going to tell you. The phone is going to reinforce why you feel like you're a failure. The phone is going to keep feeding you negativity. Social media is going to keep feeding you self-doubt. You got to be able to unplug from social media and tell yourself that you are strong, you are powerful. So what social media is only going to do for you is only going to keep reinforcing the negative things that you are thinking about in your life. You have to unplug from everything external and go internal. You have to go internal. is you got a big hole in your chest. You got a pretty big hole in your chest. And in order to cure that, in order to cure the negativity in your heart, you have to be able to unplug and self-heal. You have to self-medicate. You have to be your own best friend. You have to figure out what makes you laugh, what makes you smile, what makes you, jump up with joy. Until you get to that point, you're going to keep letting negativity win. You're going to keep being in that state. And I'm telling you, you know that it doesn't feel good. You know that it doesn't feel good. I want you to rise from it. I want you to be able to tell yourself that you can make it out of this hole. But it all comes from going internal. Your motivation is never external, it's internal. When you search for motivation on the external side, it's only going to give you a quick hit. It's only going to give you a quick hit of self-confidence. But I want you to go inside. I want you to understand that when you go deep, when you dig deep within your soul, it gives you confidence for life. You're not going to need no motivational video. You got yourself. You got your own self-confidence. That's where I want you to get to that point. And you might need to, when you get out, I want you to get out a journal too. And I want you to write down all of the negative things you feel about yourself. I want you to write down, get specific. You might need to cry through it. You might feel horrible doing it, but I want you to look at that list and I want you to tell yourself every single day that all of these things, all of these negative things that everybody has told me about myself are not true. I want you to tell yourself that you can do it. You're stronger than that. Stronger than that list. And I want you to tear that list up, burn it, throw it out, whatever you need to do. And I want you to tell yourself that you can do it. You're going to need to let some emotions fly. You might cry through it. You might get angry at yourself. But until you get to that point of self-healing, you're never going to be able to grow from it. I want you to grow through this. I want you to get stronger throughout this. I don't want you to continue to be at the ground and letting negativity step on you. I want you to be able to grow through it. So I want you to create that list. And I want you to crumble up, burn it, and tell yourself that you can get through it. You're stronger than that. I want you to tell yourself, you're the only person to tell yourself that you're stronger than your situations. You gotta be able to pick yourself up. Because right now, again, you've fallen. You got shot. You let negativity creep into your soul and it's brought you down to rock bottom. So I want you to pick yourself up through mindfulness, through meditation, through self-reflection. And I want you to clean yourself up and I want you to walk through life and I want you to love yourself. It don't feel good to walk around life saying that you hate yourself. You might become accustomed to it, but it does not feel good. I want you to walk around life saying that you love yourself, that you got self-confidence, that you're all that. You gotta be able to love yourself through practicing mindfulness, a couple minutes of meditation a day. I'm tired of hearing people say that they hate themselves, because at a certain point when you were a child, you didn't do that. You've let life slowly beat you down to a point where you forgot who you truly are. You're more powerful, you're strong, you're smart. But you've let the world tell you something every single day, and now that's become your dominant thinking. You're not a loser. You're not a failure. I want you to kick negativity aside. I want you to build up your mental health. I want you to have a strong mental frame. I want you to get in the habit of loving yourself because it's so much better on this side. And you're not going to feel like this all the time. You're not going to have self-love all the time. It's going to be a constant battle. This might be the demon that you're going to have to face for the rest of your life, but it's going to make you stronger battling it instead of you just laying on the floor and letting it kick you. I want you to get up and fight it every single day. Fight that negativity off. It's not going to be easy for it to be lifted off of you. It's not. It's going to be one of the hardest things you have to do, but you have to want it. You got to think also, what is the end game of me thinking that I hate myself? You're going to walk around life with low self-doubt. You're never going to get your goals. Why don't you think about on the other side? What happens? Just think about what happens if I practice self-love? I'll be confident. I might get that job I always wanted. I I might get the friends that I want. I might be confident inside. You might have all those things. I want you to think about it on the other side. I want you to get accustomed to loving yourself and thinking about there is no future in negativity. There's future in positivity. But until you get to that point, you're the only person that can dig yourself out of the hole. And I want to tell you that I love you. The world loves you. There are people in this world, again, that once you turn your self-hate off, once you build yourself up, now you can help other people who are dealing with the same thing. You want people to look up to you and say, he overcame it, so I can overcome it. Not just, oh, look at him. He ain't doing nothing. I want you to become the person that people look up to. But that's it for this episode. I love y'all, and I hope everybody can practice self-love today. I want everybody to think that they are stronger than they really are. I want everybody to realize their true potential. I love y'all.